And now, Introduce Everything proudly presents Cinderella. It is based on the story of Cinderella. Let's tell you the story, shall we? Once upon a time, there was a young girl named Cinderella. Cinderella had 5 ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters named Eliza, Isabella, Georgia, Hannah, and Tasha. Eliza, Isabella, Georgia, Hannah, and Tasha made Cinderella do all the chores. Sweep the floors, wash the dishes, do it all, said Eliza, Isabella, Georgia, Hannah, and Tasha all together. Then one day, the king of Autolihan's messenger arrives and says, "Hear ye, hear ye! The king of Autolihan is going to throw a ball, and whoever has the most beautiful gown and crown shall marry his son, Prince Autobling." But Cinderella is not welcome. Her stepsisters are. They then argue over who will Prince Autobling marry. Later, Cinderella is so sad, and she can't go to the ball and marry Prince Autobling while doing chores. Suddenly, her fairy godmother asks Cinderella what's wrong by saying, "Why are you crying, Cinderella?" Cinderella responds, "I got lots of chores to do, but I can't go to the ball and marry Prince Autobling." Cinderella's fairy godmother said, "I can help with a bit of magic," and waved her magic wand. Because of that, Cinderella's chores are all done, but her fairy godmother is not done yet. She said, "Cinderella, go fetch me a pumpkin." Luckily, Cinderella has a pumpkin. Cinderella's fairy godmother waved her magic wand again to turn the 8 pumpkins into a handsome coach drawn by 16 strong horses, and then Cinderella's ripped clothes into a gown and crown. Cinderella said, "I've never seen such an terrific gown. Get a load of my glass slippers." Her fairy godmother said, "Have fun, Cinderella, but I would warn you, return home before midnight, or the spell will be broken and everything will change back to the way it was before." Cinderella accepted the warning. Meanwhile, at the ball, Prince Autobling was wondering who he should marry. Eliza, Isabella, Georgia, Hannah, and Tasha say all together, "He's walking towards me." But he's not walking towards any of them. He's walking towards Cinderella. Cinderella and Prince Autobling danced happily together. But later, Cinderella realized it's almost midnight, so she scurried out of the ball. And she was running so fast that she lost both her glass slippers. Prince Autobling was so worried that he might never see Cinderella again, so he traveled all around Autobling to find her and brought the 2 glass slippers with him. By the time he arrives, he knocks on the door of the house where Cinderella, Eliza, Isabella, Georgia, Hannah, and Tasha lived. But instead of Cinderella, he finds Eliza, Isabella, Georgia, Hannah, and Tasha. He then says, "Ladies, I have a favor to ask. Cinderella try on these glass slippers. Eliza is first, but her foot is too big. Isabella is next, but her foot is too small. The rest did the same, but none of their feet were the right size. Suddenly, Prince Toppling notices Cinderella's sweet scene. The glass slippers fit! And Cinderella gets so excited because she's happy to have Prince Toppling back. And they both lived happily ever after. The end. And Andrew Stewards, I hope you enjoyed this story. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share on Andrew Does Everything. And buy our merch and Dice too. Take care. Bye. And now, Andrew Stewards, Andrew Does Everything proudly presents 60N+8. It is based on the story of Cinderella with a plot twist. Let's tell you the story, shall we? Once upon a time, there was a young adult girl named 60N+8. 60N+8 had 10 ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters named Sophia, Isabella, Xavier, Tara, Yanina, Eliza, Isabella, Georgia, Hannah, and Tasha. All 10 of them constantly made fun of 60N+8 and always made her do all the chores. 60N wedge, sweep the floors, wash the dishes and windows, do it all! Said Sophia, Ivana, Xavier, Tara, Yadina, Eliza, Isabella, Georgia, Hannah, and Tasha all together. And then one day, the king of Octo Sexagentumlingham's messenger arrives and says, Hear ye, the king of Octo Sexagentumlingham, his royal majesty is going to throw a ball with lots of food at after dinner. And at 10 o'clock, whoever has the most beautiful gown and crown shall marry his son, Prince Octo Sexagentumpling. Can I come? Asks 60N+8, but she's not welcome. Her ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters are. They ran with huge excitement and picked out dresses to wear to the ball, but argue over who will Prince Octo Sexagentumpling fall in love with and marry. He's going to marry me, said Sophia, the oldest stepsister. No way, Sophia, you're wrong. He's going to marry me, said Ivana. Both of you are wrong. My Prince Octo Sexagentumpling is going to marry me, said Xavier. The rest disagree and say, all three of you are wrong. He's going to marry me. Later, at 8 o'clock at night, 60N+8 is so distraught, upset, and sad about not going to the ball and not marrying Prince Octo Sexagentumpling. Whatever will I do? She went when first. Suddenly, 60N+8's fairy godmother arrives and comforts her. There, now 60N+8. I can help with a bit of magic, and you will become a princess. Nobody will know it's you, she said. And so, she waves her magic wand and to do all the chores for 60N+8. But she's not done yet. She says, 60N+8, go fetch me a pumpkin and some mice. Luckily, 60N+8 has 68 pumpkins and 136 mice. 60N+8's fairy godmother waves her magic wand again to turn the 68 pumpkins into a handsome coach, the 136 mice into horses, and then 60N+8 wriggles into a gown and crown, and then a pair of glass slippers appear on her feet. 60N+8 says, I've never seen such an octa sexagentumpling gown. and get a load of my glass slippers. Fairy godmother, how can I ever wake you up? And climbs into the coach. 68 says, well, you can't, but have fun. 68 my dear, but I would warn you, return home before midnight, or the spell will be broken and everything will change back to the way it was before, to normal. And gave her a clock to tell her what time it is. It's 9 o'clock now. And so, 68 accepted the warning. Meanwhile, at the ball, the king of Octa-Sexagentumbling has said, good evening, everyone. Prince Octa-Sexagentumbling was wondering who he should marry. Isn't that right, son? In which Prince Octa-Sexagentumbling responds, yes, father. At 10 o'clock, 68 arrives at the ball for the food first, just in time. 60 then sees Prince Octa-Sexagentumbling. Her ugly, mean, wicked stepsister Sophia to Tasha say, he's walking towards me! All together. But Prince Octa-Sexagentumbling is now walking towards any of them. He is walking towards 68 after dinner. Prince Octa-Sexagentumbling says, you must be 68 May I please at this dance? And so 68 said, yes, I would be delighted. She said overjoyed. 68 and Prince Octa-Sexagentumbling dance happily together. But later, 68 checks the clock and it's almost midnight. So she scurried out of the ball and she was running so fast that she lost both her glass slippers. The next day, the king of Octa-Sexagentumbling and Prince Octa-Sexagentumbling traveled all around the neighborhood to find 68 who captured Prince Octa-Sexagentumbling's heart and brought the 2 glass slippers she lost with them. By the time they arrived, they knock on the door of the home where 68 and her ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters lived. But instead of 68 they find her ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters, Sophia to Tasha. Prince Octa-Sexagentumbling then says, ladies, my father, the king of Octa-Sexagentumbling, and I have a favor to ask. Can Anna try on these 2 glass slippers? Sophia is first, but her feet are too big. Ivana is next, but her feet are too small. Nonsense! They fit! She said. The rest did the same thing, but none of their feet fit either. Suddenly, the king of Octa-Sexagentumbling and Prince Octa-Sexagentumbling noticed 68 She looks rather familiar. Prince Octa-Sexagentumbling, my prince, and your majesty, is that you guys? She hollered excitedly. And the glass slippers fit, and 68 the king of Octa-Sexagentumbling and Prince Octa-Sexagentumbling lived happily ever after. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story, Andrews Tours. Don't forget to subscribe, like it, share, and enter everything, and buy our merchandise at enterseverything.com. Take care. Bye.